Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Today is a very, very special day. You know, there are many special days during the year.
Every day is a special day every time we do the class.
No, today is special. Like once in a while, some special days come which have a great spiritual significance. You know, knowingly, unknowingly, we all commit mistakes, right?
Yeah.
We hurt people, or then knowingly, unknowingly, we engage in some sin. And the result of that is a person has to face some problem in future. Whatever we do, we have to face a reaction. If we do good to others, good will come back to us. If we do bad to others, whether it's done unknowingly also, there has to be some reaction. So now what to do, because we are living in an environment where even if we have the best of intentions, we end up committing mistakes. So how do we avoid getting any reaction or any future distress or any problems in future as a reaction? There has to be some arrangement, right? So a person who is very elevated always has a generous heart. He always has a lot of compassion, kindness in his heart. Similarly, Krishna, being the Supreme Lord, the Supreme Person, he has maximum compassion in his heart. Like in your life, who is the person who is most kind? In your family, friend circle, relatives, whatever. Who is the most kind to you or according to you? Guess. Guess nahi. You have to tell me. Yes, Anvi.
Sir,
Who do you
I
think is
don't know.
who do you think is always willing to forgive your mistakes and very kind to you?
No one, no one, no one.
Hare? Yes, Ramana, what about you?
My mother.
Mother, Sanvi, Shinika?
No one.
No one. Okay. Radhya,
What's the question? I couldn't hear you.
question is, sometimes we commit mistakes knowingly, unknowingly, but there's always that one person in our life who is always willing to forgive us and be kind. Who is that person in your life?
Sir, maybe they are probably my friends.
Okay. Shivya, what do you think? Sanvi? So it is explained the kindest heart belongs to the mother. She's always extremely kind.
Sir, it's explained, but sometimes it's not true.
No, but even if she gets angry sometimes, it's always out of love, compassion, because she doesn't want you to go on the wrong path, or she doesn't want you to keep committing mistakes. So sometimes that strictness is required, but a mother always has the kindest heart. She's always extremely compassionate. Multiply, and her love is selfless. She's not expecting anything from you, like she will grow up or he'll grow up and he'll make so much money and he'll give me a new house and he'll give me this. The mother's love is selfless. So when you multiply that selfless love of a mother by infinity, or say trillions and trillions and trillions of times, that is the Lord's love for us. That is the amount of compassion or kindness Krishna has for us. So he's always willing to forgive all our mistakes, provided we turn to him and we genuinely repent. And as Krishna has spoken in the Bhagavad Gita, if you turn to me, if you take my shelter, I shall deliver you from all the reactions to your mistakes so that you can be happy. So always we should remember that even if the whole world is not willing to forgive us, the Lord will forgive. Therefore, we can always seek his shelter. So the Lord has made many arrangements in this world And according to those arrangements, knowingly committed mistakes can be forgiven, and we can live a happy life. So whatever sins a person might have committed, the reactions to those sins can be destroyed if we follow that arrangement made by the Lord. And one such arrangement is, I don't know whether you've heard about it ever, Ekadashi. Heard this word ever?
Yes.
So what is it about, Shinika?
It's a fast.
Yeah, it's a fast, but what kind of fast?
You can't eat grains.
Okay, who told you this?
My mother and father do some fasts.
So where are you from? Kolkata?
Yes.
Okay. So Ekadashi means 11th day, right? So there are two Ekadashis in a month. Now please listen to this carefully. There are two Ekadashis in a month, one every 14 days. And Ekadashi is a day which belongs to Krishna. It's his day. And on this day, any little seva that we do to Krishna, like right now we are sitting here and we are hearing about him, or we offer whatever things we had discussed earlier, like Tulsi, you offer, you chant his names, like Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, like that. Or you offer him some nice bhoga, or you visit the temple, you hear his katha, stories about him, or you remember him, you pray to him, like those prayers I had shared with you, prayers to the Dashavatar. You can always recite that, especially today. So whatever we do on this day, the results of that get multiplied by millions. Like on any other regular day, suppose you get one blessing, today you do the same thing, you will get million blessings, like that. A lot of grace from the Lord. So like, have you ever been to a shopping mall?
Yeah, just yesterday and today.
What did you buy?
I didn't buy anything. I went to watch a movie.
Okay. So sometimes in a year, the shopping mall may advertise 70% off, 80% off, isn't it? Sometimes there is a sale that
Yeah.
you have to just pay very little and you get the original product. So you can buy so much more with the same amount of money that you have compared to a regular day. Similarly, Ekadashi is one such day where you do very little, but you can get maximum grace of the Lord, maximum blessings from the Lord. That is Ekadashi. So how do we, so fasting is done on this day, and what is the easiest way to fast? On this day, we avoid grains like pulses, rice, wheat, corn, these few things. And you can eat normal vegetables are there, paneer and normal fasting ka food. Most of the sabzis can be eaten. And the Ekadashi fast is broken the next day between a particular time period, which is also mentioned, by eating some grain or your regular food. So this is how we observe Ekadashis, and Krishna has explained that anybody who observes this fast will become free from all the sins and will have my choicest blessings.
So what's the point of doing a fast?
I'll come to that. So
I asked you last time also, then you said I'll come to that, but you didn't even tell me.
it's in the book, which is coming out next month.
Can you please tell me?
Okay. So did you all understand how to observe Ekadashi fast? More hearing about the Lord, more chanting, more seva, more remembrance, more prayers, so that you get maximum benefits. Whatever you do, even if you do little, the results get multiplied, the benefit, the blessings get multiplied. Secondly, we avoid grains, but we can eat normal food, the fasting wala food. Just avoid some wheat, corn, rice, pulses, these few things. And the fast is broken the next day, next month. That means today's fast will be broken tomorrow morning between a particular time period by eating some grains or your not regular food. Now, what is the purpose behind fasting? Why do people fast? Sometimes you've seen people, they're not eating anything throughout the day, or they're just eating once a day. Have you seen your family members doing that?
Yes.
And
I did it once. I didn't even eat anything throughout the day.
very good. Which day was that?
I don't remember.
Was it your birthday?
No, I would be doing
My father-
something on my birthday.
When is your birthday?
Father did once he
19th
didn't
of
eat
November.
anything or he didn't drink anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So, what is the purpose behind fasting then on such sacred days? Is it simply to not eat and that's all? Does the purpose of the fasting or that sacred day get fulfilled? No, that's not the purpose. See, the whole system behind fasting is, in Hindi, what do you call fast as? What is it known as?
I think
Fast.
it's called upvaas.
Upvaas. Yes. So upavaas, Radha, have you heard this word upavaas? So upavaas, it literally means, upa means closer. Vas means to reside.
What does the first part mean?
Closer, like I say, come
Closer.
closer. So upavas literally means that day on which we come closer to God. Vas means to reside, on which we reside closer to God. So, what is the purpose behind fasting? Why don't we eat? Or why it is recommended you eat only simple food, or whatever? Because is that the only goal? I mean, do we accomplish anything with this? Not really. The purpose is these days are so special, they are so sacred, and we listen. These days are so special, these days are so sacred that even by doing little, we can get so much benefit. So we try to reduce our eating. So if we eat less, we sleep less. So a lot of time on that front gets saved, and that much extra time we can utilize in the seva of the Lord that day, in prayers, chanting of his names, in worshipping him, remembering him, hearing about him, discussing about him. So whatever extra time is left from our eating, sleeping, because which is reduced that day, we engage that, we utilize that time in more service to the Lord, and that way we accumulate more blessings. So this is the purpose of fasting. Purpose of fasting is not simply, oh, come for the class, can you come with me to the temple, can you do this seva to the Lord, can you chant? No, 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 I'm fasting, I'm not eating anything, I'm just very weak. No, that's not the purpose. Rather, you eat 10 times that day, but do more seva, do more chanting, do more prayers, do more hearing of stories about Krishna from Gita, Bhagavatam, like that. So that is the purpose. So that here we reduce the time, extra time that we do. I mean, eating, sleeping, we do anyways on regular days, but on sacred days, we try and avoid eating much or sleeping much, so that extra time we have to invest in the Lord's seva. Understood the purpose of fasting now? So that is the meaning, upavas. That is the day which is specifically utilized to come closer to God through our prayers, through our chants, through our remembrance, through our seva. This is the purpose. So this should be kept in mind. And to do that, even if you have to eat 10 times, do that. And if you can just eat once and do that, that's also fine. But whatever it takes to focus on these activities should be done. That is the purpose of upavas. So Ekadashi fast, which comes twice a month, is a special arrangement made by Krishna, and he has said that anyone who observes this fast and anyone who worships me on this day, all his sins will be destroyed. Number one, committed knowingly, unknowingly. Secondly, that person will receive my choicest blessings. My choicest blessings, the best of blessings, and will have my heart's blessings, that person. And imagine if the blessings are coming from the Lord, how big they are. So this is so special that even if we commit some mistakes, we just observe Ekadashi fast sincerely, but and knowingly, unknowingly. And more than that, this Ekadashi fast is very, very pleasing to the Lord, because our whole life we just living for our own self, I, me, and mine. So Ekadashi is a day where we live for Him that day. Okay, it's for Him. So I don't eat much, I don't sleep much. I spend most of my day in the service, in the seva of the Lord. So we go from selfishness to selflessness. That day our whole focus is on Krishna. So today is also Ekadashi. So you can, maybe if you want, you can try observing.
So I'm doing the opposite. I'm going out for lunch today.
That's okay. From next week, next Ekadashi, you can start observing. It's okay. I just wanted to share this information. And today is Ekadashi. And how did this Ekadashi start? Do you all want to hear the story?
Yeah.
What happened? Whether this Ekadashi appeared in this world? Okay. So there was a demon at the beginning of creation. His name was Mura. Do you know any person by this name, Mura? Okay. So this demon started creating havoc everywhere. And you know, when demons get power, they really try to trouble everyone. That's their nature, even without any reason. So all the devatas, everyone, the rishis, they prayed to Lord Vishnu. And as a result, Lord Vishnu appeared. So this the Lord fought with this demon. You know for how long? This demon was also quite powerful, for almost 1,000 years. But then the Lord just changed his strategy. He faked as if he was feeling very exhausted, and he went inside a cave and he laid down. He lied down to take rest. So uh, so when then the demon entered, and he was like, what is this? I'm fighting with this person and he's going and aram se sleeping. This is an insult. So he wanted to go and use a very, very powerful weapon on the team, on Lord Vishnu. And suddenly, now the Lord has many, many energies, many powers, many shaktis. They're always around him, and he doesn't even have to make an effort to do uh, to perform an activity. So from the Lord's body emerged a very, very, very powerful goddess, who was very beautiful, but she was also decorated with many weapons. And this lady, this demon saw, and he wanted to attack her. He tried to use the ultimate weapon, Brahmastra. And as he was about to release it, suddenly this goddess, she just roared loudly like a lioness. And just by her roar, this demon was burned to ashes. He just died, collapsed, finished totally. And after some time, Lord Vishnu wakes up and he sees this goddess, and he's very pleased with her. He said, I'm so pleased with you, with your service. So I bless that you have appeared. So the Lord gave her a name. She had appeared on the 11th day. Like if you see the Hindu calendar, Vedic calendar, it's Ekadashi, Dwadashi, Treyodashi, Chaturdashi, then again like that, there's another cycle. So Ekadashi is 11th day. She appeared on the 11th day of the month, of the fortnight. So the Lord gave her the name Ekadashi. Right? Sanskrit mein 11 ko bolte hain Ekadash. So she was given the name Ekadashi. And the Lord said, because he was very pleased with her, that anybody who worships me on this day on which you have appeared, I shall be very, very pleased with that person and will grant him all his desires, all his wishes. will be fulfilled. And after this life, that person will come back to me in the spiritual world to live with me forever. That's a blessing the Lord has given. So this is how Ekadashi appeared.
Sir, you observing a fast today?
Yes, we all do. So we all do.
So if we do a fast even once, then it's awesome.
Yeah, but ideally we should try and do every Ekadashi. It's not much. It's once in 14 days. I mean, it's up to you all. You are still young. I'm just sharing the information because, and today's Ekadashi is even special in the sense that mm, it is called Ashad Ekadashi. There is a story related to that. So this Ekadashi is also known as Shayan Ekadashi. So what is Shayan Ekadashi? What is the meaning? What do you understand by the word Shayan?
Shayan means like lying down or something. Like
Yeah.
resting.
Shayan means, yeah, sleeping. So that's the meaning of the word Shayan. So today is the day when Lord Vishnu, who is the maintainer of the universe, he goes to sleep. But his sleep is not like ours. His sleep is yoga nidra. So when we sleep, we forget where we are. Isn't it? We don't remember anything. But the Lord's sleep is known as yoga nidra. Even when he's sleeping, he's fully aware of what's happening in the creation. That is the difference between
Then
us
what's the
and
point
God.
of sleeping?
He's just doing his leela. Like we also sleep now. What is the point of sleeping? Why do you sleep?
I have a question.
Yeah.
If fasting makes most people weak and weak and tired,
Hmm.
then what is the point of fasting if we can't go to the temple and then worship the god?
Pardon? Can you just repeat it?
If fasting makes people weak and tired, then what's the point of fasting? You said that we have the main point is to like worship the god, but fasting makes us weak, so we can't do that. So what's the point of fasting?
No, that's what I'm saying. Hmm. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Uh, if the weakness, if you don't eat and if you think you cannot fast, and if your seva going to the temple or chanting or offering prayers that day is getting
Oh, like
affected,
fasting is kind of like a bonus.
yes, so you eat 10 times, but these activities are most important, because sometimes people fast and they say, no, I'm very weak, I cannot pray, I cannot chant, I cannot go to temple, so I cannot remember God today. So that's useless. Instead, you eat nicely, but do more hearing, more chanting that day, more seva. That is the purpose of fasting. Understood? So if you're feeling weak, eat. But try and avoid grains at least. Nor other food you can eat. Pulses, wheat, corn. There is a lot of variety in the fasting wala food also that can be eaten. And it's just once in 14 days. So that can be done. So today is the day when the Lord goes to sleep. And how long can you sleep in one go?
12 hours.
Hmm?
6 to 8 hours. I sleep for 9
8.
to 10 hours.
6 to 8. Radhya, what about you?
6 7 hours.
7 hours. Anybody? 10 hours, 12 hours?
I slept for 10 hours one day, but I sleep for 8 or 9 hours.
Good. Anyone beyond that?
I slept for 11 hours once, but that's the limit.
Beyond that, anyone?
No.
12 hours?
So once I slept for 14 hours.
You? Where were you?
Yeah. I was at home. I didn't have any class in the morning, so I just slept for 14 hours.
Give darshan. We want to have your darshan today.
So, I slept for 8 to 9. Then like after that, I slept for 3 hours again in the afternoon because I don't know why I was so sleepy. So it's like I slept for 12 hours.
I slept for 13 hours.
I couldn't hear anyone.
Can anyone beat me?
Yes,
No.
I can.
Beat me.
I'll bunk school tomorrow.
Yours is a world record, Shivya.
14 hours.
14
I did
hours.
13 hours.
My God, Shinika also. Great souls we have on the chat.
No, what was? No, but my highest is 15 hours because Daddy had COVID. Sir,
Huh.
I think me and Anvidi slept the most latest one day
No.
because we were up till 1 o'clock. We slept till like so early.
So early.
Yeah, it was so early.
1 o'clock is early, huh? Good.
1 o'clock is early.
Yeah, he's right. It's 1 a.m. that way.
1 o'clock and then night.
That's what.
Actually, so once me and Rajini slept at 3 o'clock because it was her birthday.
We slept at 5 o'clock. We ordered pizza at 5 o'clock in the morning, and then we were like relishing it. And we didn't even care to sleep. We were so hungry.
So was that your breakfast or dinner?
I don't know.
That was
No, after post dinner at 5 o'clock we ordered pizza.
That's a question.
That was a night snack. That was a night come
It's
morning.
not a night snack.
It's a morning
It's
thing.
a
So whether
morning
it's a dinner
come.
or a breakfast, we
It's
need
a
to
morning
figure out.
come midnight snack.
Okay,
That
your homework for this week. Try
is
and
to
find out
sleep at 8
whether you
a.m., right?
whether you put it in the category of breakfast or dinner. This is your homework.
No, sir, breakfast / midnight dinner.
How is it midnight? 5 a.m.
Like, it still feels like midnight.
So that doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Okay.
so, okay, fine, it's breakfast. It's breakfast.
Okay. So in Maharashtra, you all have heard the name Maharashtra.
Obviously.
So Maharashtra, this Ekadashi is very, very big. Today's Ekadashi. Have you seen these forms? Who are
I've
these?
heard the name Pundalik. I don't know.
Pundalik, right. So who are these two personalities on your screen?
The right one is Pundalik and the left one is the Lord, I'm presuming.
No. So the lady is Rukmini.
Who's the lady?
The Rukmini. Who is
The
Rukmini? Who is
shorter one,
Rukmini?
right? The shorter one.
No, the longer one.
No. The longer one is
Shorter one is
Rukmini is
Rukmini.
Krishna's wife. Lord Krishna's wife.
Yes. The principal queen.
Yeah, and then there's I don't remember.
The principal queen. And the one who is standing, and the other one in red is Krishna.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful form of Krishna,
So
and
why
lakhs
are
and
they
lakhs,
green and black?
lakhs and lakhs of people who visit this place called Moorpang aayega.
And so why are they black and green in complexion?
So coming back to that point, wait. So this Ekadashi is huge in Maharashtra, and lakhs of people visit this place called Pandharpur. Pandharpur, Pandharpur. Lakhs of people, and they walk for days, sometimes a full month, to reach this place on foot. They are traveling and they come to this place on this day to have his darshan, and they have to stand in queue for days to get a glimpse of the Lord. That's how popular the Lord is in Pandharpur. So what is the story behind this? There was a great devotee.
So you mean they sleep in the lines.
They sleep on the line only. That's a kind of austerity they perform. Just imagine. हम तो यहाँ घर बैठ के we
How
are
can you do it?
enjoying. So one day I'll take all of you to this place and we'll stand in line and let's see for how long.
Sure, I'll faint.
Okay. So this Lord, what is this form? So there was a great devotee of the Lord named Pundalik. Now Pundalik was a great devotee and he was also a very uh, great servant of his parents. He used to serve them with so much love and affection. And his parents also were devotees. They grew old. So they wanted to go to Pandharpur. It's a holy place any which way since long. It's on the banks of a sacred river called Chandrabhaga. So they started residing there. He sometimes used to carry his parents on his shoulder. So they were residing and the parents were great devotees, and Krishna is very happy when we serve him, but he's happier when we serve his devotees. So he was serving them with so much love, care, attention. They were old. So Krishna, who was residing in Dwarka at that time, he decided to pay a visit to see Pundalik because he was serving his devotees with so much love and care. So Krishna came from Dwarka and he entered Pundalik's little cottage. He was poor. And he said, Pundalik, see, I have come. But Pundalik was busy serving his
Parents, and
parents
then
at that
he threw a
time.
brick at Krishna and told him to stand on the
So-
brick, and then that form of Krishna was known as Lord Buddha.
So, next time you go to see a movie, I will tell you the story beforehand.
No, sir, it was written in a book, not a movie.
Yeah. Yes. Tukaram's Maharaj's story.
Yeah,
So you read that chapter?
yeah, read the chapter.
Yes. Which chapter are you on now?
On the fourth one. Oh.
Nice. Great. Okay. So, there was a wait. So, Pundalik, so when a guest comes to your house, what is the first thing you tell him or request him?
Please sit down, or
Please
please
have a
give me
seat.
gifts. Please give
have
me
a
money.
seat. Now, Pundalik had nothing in his house. So please remember, when a guest comes to our
Pundalik
house,
was poor.
he was very poor.
I
So-
thought he was rich.
No. So whenever a guest comes to our house, what is guest known as in Hindi? What is the word?
Devta.
Devta.
No.
Mehman.
Mehman. No, there's another word.
No, it's considered that guests are devtas,
Atithi.
no?
Atithi.
Yeah.
Atithi means not the, like, if you have invited someone that comes, that's not Atithi.
Oh, Atithi is someone who comes like without being invited.
Or without giving
They
any
don't need an occasion to come.
prior information. Atithi.
That's
Tithi means
like
day.
a gate crasher. That's so rude.
That's what we call them nowadays. But Atithi means one who comes without giving any prior information. And that is where our true character is tested, because it's easy to take care of someone who has been invited by us and we already know about his arrival. But our true character is tested when somebody comes Atithi, bina tithi ke, bina date diye, time diye. How we treat such a person actually proves whether we are actually civilized or not. Atithi devo bhava. So it is explained, when a guest comes to your house, an atithi, he should be served as if you're serving a devata has entered your house. And even if the person is an enemy, he should forget his enmity. That's the kind of service we should render. So if a person comes, we should offer him food, definitely, at least ask. That is the etiquette. We should definitely ask, would you like to eat, something like that. And if we are so poor that we can't offer anything to eat, no food, no cooked food, so at least offer some fruit. If that is also not possible, we are so poor, we should offer at least a glass of water. If that is also not possible, we should offer a place to sit, an asana.
That is also not possible.
If that is also not possible, we are so poor, then we should offer some sweet words of welcome.
And if we can't speak, we are dumb.
So through our gestures, we should make the
If
person
we don't have hands or legs, then
eyes.
no, if we don't have anything, then
Then why live only?
it'll be funny.
If we have nothing, if we don't have anything, then we don't exist only.
We
So
just
at no
cannot
point,
do
at no point we can give up the etiquette of welcoming an Atithi. So Vitthal has, Krishna has come, and Pundalik is busy serving his parents. He picks up a brick. That's the only thing he had as a place to sit. So he threw it towards Krishna. He said, "I'm busy serving my parents. You wait for me." So Krishna stood on that brick. And you know, sometimes we wait. We are standing like this, hands on our waist. So Krishna was standing like this, waiting for his devotee.
Waiting to attack on his devotee, and he was
And
getting
waiting. And then standing like this, he turned into this deity which you see on the screen.
And then what did Pundalik do?
This form, you see this form, it was Krishna only who turned into this form. This form has not been made by someone or carved by someone out of a stone. Krishna was standing and he turned into this form and he became known as Vitthal. Vitthal
What does that mean?
Vitthal, it too is a word for int or
It was so
brick
funny.
in Marathi. So Marathi mein ban gaya Vitthal. And when Rukmini Devi did not see Krishna for a long time in Dwarka, she came and she saw Krishna standing like this. She also stood next to him like this. So actually, she's not standing right next to him. If you go to the temple, she's a little, maybe 10-15 steps away. She's also, what is Vitthal? This form represents, here Krishna is waiting for his devotee to turn to him. This is the form.
So, but you just said that you have to like treat your guest like God. So why did Pundalik like keep the God himself waiting?
Pundalik did give him a place to sit, but Pundalik was doing something better, something greater. Krishna only in the Puranas has said that the worship of my devotee is greater than worship of me, because my devotees are very dear.
In the book you had mentioned like serving a devotee of the God for one day is like serving the Lord for 60,000 years.
True, perfect. It is in the scriptures. So Pundalik was serving the devotees, which is greater than serving Krishna. So therefore, Krishna was also willing to wait. And Krishna was very pleased with that. And since then, the Lord has stayed in Pandharpur. And even today, I have gone and personally taken darshan of this deity. Beautiful
You slept
darshan.
in the lines.
No, I didn't have to, but I just had to stand for 4 hours in that queue. That's all. So next time I'll take all of you.
Now my legs will start aching. No, they won't ache, I'll be bored of standing.
I'll give you a brick to sit on.
No, I want a sofa to sit on.
So this is a very special Ekadashi, Ashad Ekadashi, when the Lord is going to sleep. So before that, people want to come and have his darshan like that. So that's the bhav. And countless people come. And it's a very special day, and you don't even know how many blessings have been bestowed upon us simply by hearing this narration or a narration about Ekadashi. Yes, we are done now. Anvi, questions, any comments, anyone?
Sir, I have a question.
As always. Yeah.
Sir, I have a question that how do you celebrate your birthday?
My birthday?
Yeah. Or you forget your birthday?
What do you think?
You forget about your birthday.
I don't know.
I think you go to the temple.
Yeah, that's obviously true. But what
I
else do you
I
do? Do you
I
throw a birthday party or something?
I stay in the temple, by the way. I don't have to go to the temple.
Oh, you stay in a temple.
Mm.
So how do you celebrate your birthday? By distributing sweets.
I don't celebrate.
Why don't you celebrate?
People celebrate.
People celebrate your birthday.
Yeah.
Or how do they do it?
Different ways they organize some event or a cake or whatever.
What cake? What cake? Pineapple,
What
red
cake?
velvet, chocolate, vanilla,
Vegetarian
orange.
cake.
That's 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 exactly what I'm saying. What cake?
I don't know whichever they bring. So how do I tell you?
Pineapple, orange, red velvet,
Mhm.
chocolate, vanilla,
I don't know.
orange,
Whatever, that's up to them. Like,
apple.
do you tell your friends that the type of gifts that you want, exact gifts?
Sometimes, but most of the
Like,
time I wanted to
like,
be a surprise.
so that's what happens in a birthday.
Hey, Baba.
You don't go around telling people, oh, get me this cake, get me this thing, get me
Yeah,
that
I
thing.
tell them to get me this book or get me this cake.
If they ask you. If they ask you, isn't it?
Yeah, I order them to.
Hmm. All right. We are done for the day. Happy Ekadashi.
Thank you, sir. Same to you. I hope you survive the fast.
Hope you have a great lunch. Hare Krishna. Take care.
No, he'll have. What will you eat, sir, during your fast? He's asking.
Food.
Avyan is asking.
Food I will eat.
No. What food will you eat?
Food.
Yeah, what will you eat?
No
You can't
grains.
just stay without eating.
No grains.
Like, are you allowed to eat vegetables?
Yeah, of course. Most of the vegetables.
Like, you are allowed to eat okra and all.
What is that?
Potato.
What is that?
Okra. Lady's finger.
That I don't eat anyways.
I love ladies.
You can have cauliflower, you can have paneer, you can have like mixed veg,
I
carrot
don't
and
eat
all.
paneer
That
at all.
that can
Okay,
be.
sir. Happy Ekadashi. Bye.
Hare Krishna.